Wow.
The other one, I couldn't get parts for.
Oh, you know what? I like that better because the other one was a 4-burner, and I was telling Sissy that when you have a 4-burner, you can't put it the bigger pans.
This is a high output burner on the front too, so it actually burns hotter than the rest of them. So if you want this, that's what they call a high output burner. But the other one I could not buy parts for. Could not get. I couldn't. All the screws were all rusted in place. So you probably saw the way it looked.
Yeah.
And the oven knob was just a regular knob. It didn't show pilot or anything like that on it. So my excuse was, I can't get parts for it. They said, okay, get a new one for it. Alrighty then. So I put a new one in it. I did have to put a little piece of wood across the bottom here to support it because the other oven was a little bit longer. But I put a piece of wood, stained it, and stuck it in there. It looks pretty good. It was real close, but it seems to work fine.
Very cool.
Yeah, I thought so. It's like, yeah. Like I said, I'd like to have it the way I would like to have it if I was going to take out with it. I mean, these guys just don't understand that, but they're getting to be that way with me. They don't like dealing with me. Microwaves is like what you got at your house when you got it plugged in. It's a brand new little GE someone put in here before they brought it in on consignment. Lots of storage. This thing is just, I mean, it needed a little bit of help. It was just a little sad when I seen it out there. It's like, somebody just needs to love it. And I brought it up and loved it quite a bit, actually. But, yeah. The generator and stuff has an automatic transfer switch and stuff on it. So if you start the generator, even if it's plugged in, it will seek what it can get to first. So that even if you start the generator, it won't try to backfeed anything like that. Because some of these older ones, they didn't put a transfer switch in. You had to either use one or the other. If you had both of them plugged in, or had it plugged in, you hit the generator, it would fry everything inside it because it just both powered hit at the same time. They got a transfer switch built in. This generator runs like a song. Oil's brand new in it. They said, yeah, that thing's never going to run. Yeah, Kev's working on it. It's going to run. And it runs great, and it works everything inside. Because I sat inside of this yesterday for about an hour while I was doing repairs and stuff on it with the generator on it. It was running everything, which is pretty cool. They don't build them like this anymore either.
No, and when I came in, I saw that the bones were really good. I mean,
I scraped off the old thermometer things. You know what I would probably do is maybe get a couple of new ones put back in their spot.
Yeah, see, I was debating whether to put. I was going to put a thermometer maybe on one, but on the other, I'll just put some sort of a decal.
There you go.
Make it real pretty.
Yeah, I scraped it off with a razor blade, but I just knew because the way they frost those windows to make them gold on the outside so you can't see in. If something gets stuck to it for any period of time, it just takes that stuff off. There's not really anything you can do about it.
No.
The refrigerator behind you is gas N110. And right now I've got it on automatic, which is it's on AC right now. To change the mode, you just push the button. It says it's on AC. You change it again, it's LP, which is liquid propane. It'll switch itself to gas. What I always leave it on automatic. Because see, right now it's going to see where it can go to, and it's going to go to AC and then stop, and just a little green light will be on here. Cool. Beep. The temperature setting is right here. 9 being the coldest, and I just had it on 9 because I wanted to get it cold as quick as I could because I was doing a bunch of other stuff to it. The GFI was no good, so I couldn't run. I had to have an extension cord plugged into the back of the, so I could run this while I was doing my write-ups because I can't replace stuff unless I get the okay to. So I go around things. I found an extension cord plugged into the wall, and drug the cord out here and plugged the fridge into it, so I could have it running while I was doing the rest of the stuff because I wanted to make sure everything was good there. The temperature setting starts at 9, it goes back down to 1. You just keep pushing it. You may want to start off at 4 or 5, leave it in that area, and see if it's not cold enough, keep going up until it's cold enough. And just to turn it on and off, you just push the button and hold it and it turns off. Pretty simple. And it's only been on for a little bit. And it started getting cold up in here, so yeah. It was on. I had it on for like 3 days, so I know it works good.
Good.
As soon as it turns itself on, the little light comes on. Clean inside. Just got the girls in here this morning. I said, we're going to be able to get to that thing. It walks at 11:30. I said, here it is. I said, you can work around me. I work around you. New water pump. Water pump froze and broke on it. So I replaced that. That thing. That's why this little stain's here. The girls come up to me and said, the skylight's leaking. I said, are you chicken little? I said, the pump was broke. Because when I turned on the pump, I saw water start to come out underneath it. I go, oh, God. So I pulled this drawer out right there, right behind you. You can see the water pump. And I put a brand new one in it. New SureFlow, so it's all good to go. Yeah,
so there's the
good fan, and the light, of course.
Nice.
Well, it's a great trailer. Got a little ceiling fan.
Yeah, that
110.
That was the.
And it does have a thermostat for this vent right above you here.
Oh, it does for a thermostat on there.
Yeah, it's got a thermostat, or you can push it like this.
And it'll
old style, it'll lift itself up.
Yeah.
Oldie but goodie, by God, you know.
You know, my Montana had one like this. Oops, sorry, Sissy.
Yeah, this got two, and it's got one upstairs too. And
It's got a cover on it.
Let's see if there it goes. That works great.
Yeah, it does. It's quiet.
It's got a low speed too. But yeah, the more it gets ran, I think the better it's going to get too. You know, it's one of those things that just needs to be. It just needs to be used. It hasn't been used in a while.
I think it had been sitting for quite a while because the tags expired in 06.
Well, you know, I don't know how long I've been sitting here because, like I said, I've been here a while, but I don't really pay attention to what they have out on the lot. Just when I get it up here, then I find out, you know, it's been here 300 days or whatever. They go by days. I really don't care. I'll just fix whatever they give me, so it's not that big a deal to me. These lights are 12-volt lights. This is the cord to plug in for that. This cord here runs one outlet under there. So to have that outlet hot, you plug it into this outlet here, and then the one underneath the table becomes hot if you want to use a laptop or something like that.
Okay, that's strange.
That's just the way they used to do it in the olden times. Because now they got cords hanging underneath them with springs and everything to keep everything up when you run the slide room up so it doesn't sag.
Oh, and they didn't have that before.
A friend of mine, Basil, a buddy of mine, just got back from Iraq. He had one exactly like this. Exact floor plan, except it was blue inside. But it was dead
I like the pink, the Dusty Rose.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Dusty Rose, pink.
Yeah. Mauve. I don't know
Mauve. That's what Mom was calling it, was mauve. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know these technical terms for these colors. But yeah. Oh. There we go. Little light there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the one cord just powers that outlet. The rest of these should all be just turn them on and little ambiance lights. And
yeah. These pull
I
out.
like these old trailers, man.
Yeah. These little things, they pull out from the wall. So you can adjust it. That's kind of like what was in my.
And all
Montana.
these windows operate like the old style windows do. They just have knobs. And you got an emergency escape here. We got a door right there, so unless there's a fire right here, you might have to jump through the window here. But I think you'll always be able to make it to the door.
I have a question.
I've never seen one come in and burn up, so I don't know. I've been doing this for a long time. You know?
So when you open these, now I had one of these above my bed. That you opened it up and there was a little bar that came out.
Right,
and
you could use it for a vent. This one here, you can just pop these open if you want to put something in here. Just spread this, a pencil or something, just hold it out. Yeah. They do the same thing. But it's basically made for an emergency escape, so you can climb out the window.
Yeah. Yeah.
How come you still have your Montana?
No, I don't.
What year was it?
Was it 2001? 2002?
About that time. Now,
then I bought a house, and then stuff happened, and I lost the Montana. But
yeah, trust me, I'm there with you. Yeah. Right down here, this is the LP detector, and it also turns on the tanks. So if you want to store for any length of time, what you do is you just reach down here and shut this thing off. It does a little chirpy thing, and it's off. That means the tanks are shut off. There's no propane in here.
Okay.
To turn it back on, you just turn it on. It'll chirp like this until it stops chirping. As soon as it stops chirping, it turns the solenoid on outside, and the tanks are flowing into here again. There it is.
There you go.
Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah, very neat.
It's got 2 furnaces.
2 furnaces. Woohoo!
Dose. I think you probably only get by with one. But yeah, they were running both of them this morning. I walked in and it's like, you guys okay in here? I'm going to go out here. But yeah. 2 furnaces. It's got one down here and it's got one upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah, I was kind of amazed. It's like, God, this thing's pretty set up.
Yeah.
It's got all these outside lights and stuff. Porch light. Those big scare lights, they call it, on each end of the trailer, powered by these. That does the first lights when you come in the door so you don't trip and fall and kill yourself. Cool. And the rest of these are like lights for the outside. Plus you've got, let me see that little light. Somebody turned one on and went up here. Where'd it go? Oh.
Oh, up there on that one.
Got little lights down here.
Oh, wow.
So, it's like a night light, so if you're walking through here, you don't trip and fall and kill yourself.
Wow.
A lot of this detailed information is... I rescreened this door. It looked like they had metal screen in it. It looked like it had a cat crawl up there or something like that. So all the screens are ripped. So I put all new screens in it, and I put this new piece in here because it was broke.
Wow.
Cool. Like I said, I'd like to have it the way I'd like to have it if I was buying it. You guys hate me, but tough.
I like it.
Yep, it's a good little rig. Now, it does have an inverter.
And I'm
The thing with the... Yeah. It inverts and charges the battery. So when it's plugged in, it will charge the batteries. It says set shore power to 25 amps. It automatically will go through this stuff. You can shut it down. But as soon as I unplug it from the wall, it will start inverting, which makes all the plugs in here hot with 110. The only drawback to that is there's only 2 batteries in the system. So within an hour and a half or so, or 2 hours, you're going to drain the batteries out. So it's more like for an emergency thing. But if you're just using the fridge and a couple lights, it probably lasts a week. You know, something like that.
wow, yeah.
But, yeah, someone put a lot of money into this thing. I mean, the generator, even though it's an older one, it's only got 131 hours on it. Runs like a champ. Fired right up. Yep. And it'll automatically switch itself to run this too.
I'm sorry, I'm just...
It's okay. You just hold the button down until it dies. Oh, that was me. Hold the button down until it dies. But this stuff's all pretty... It will float charge. It won't invert. See how it tried to go to invert, but it won't do it as long as it's plugged in. It's a safety thing. But it's got like... That inverter that's in there's probably $3,000. It's a spendy inverter. And whoever put it in there did the right thing because you need as much as you can get. It's got setup mode, menu items. Right now it's float charging, which means the batteries are full because I put brand new batteries in it. And it charged for just a few hours and they were full. So it's handy. And a lot of the information is going to be in the packet. I'm not sure where the girls stuck it, but I had everything out on the table yesterday, and they packed everything up. So I'm sure in one of these compartments here is going to be the information on it. Here's a second furnace. And this runs the air conditioner itself.
Okay.
Low, medium, high, auto. And then temperature setting, so it'll shut itself down. The fan will still run, but the pump will kick out. So the fan just runs, then when the temperature starts coming back up inside, the pump automatically kicks back on and cools it back down to where you want it again. So if you set the thermostat to wherever you want, all you got to do to turn it on, you just turn it on and wait for it to do its thing. That's pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
It probably won't blow cold right now because the ambient temperature outside is lower than 60, and that's about all far this goes. And I think it's lower than 60 outside.
Yeah.
But yeah. And this one here, it's got little on and off switches here. I don't even know if I can see that. You'll get used to which way it goes. That's on there. Pull it back away this way is on. Then just run the temperature up, and the furnace will kick on, fire off, and start burning you right out of here. Because, yeah, I said, okay, I'll turn the furnaces on. About a half hour, 45 minutes later, it's like... in here, so yeah, it gets warm pretty quick.
Good.
Come on up. I fixed the closet doors. There's some extensive research and development. It was what it was is they had the wheels in the wrong positions, and now it rolls pretty easy. Before you had to
it would
pry bar and stuff to get in there. And I got in this morning, adjusted all the wheels and lubed everything up. In the travel position, both of these need to be in the open position. And then inside here, there's a strap that comes up to the wall here. Snaps in. So before you leave, we'll snap that in. So when they take it over to you and deliver, this thing won't be banging back and forth because people don't realize what they're doing until they get there. Oh, God, I left that strap off there, and pretty soon they got a shattered glass or something like that.
Yeah, see, mine in my Montana it had a little.
Yeah, it's catchy right
catchy,
here.
Yeah.
I work on Montanas all the time. I love those things. Those are great trailers.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely no leaks as far as I can see. The stains were there before, but you know something, you can probably get some latex paint because this is like a wood thing.
Yeah.
And tape it off and paint it, and they can be fine. Same thing with this here, because I went up on the roof and looked at it. It looks dandy. So, and there's that other control, just like the one that's down in the kitchen for the fan above your head.
Okay, for this one. Okay.
And there's lights on both sides of the bed.
And that works.
If you go halfway with the switch, it turns one light on. All the way it turns both lights on. Pretty nice little setup. And the closet's got lights in it, so when you open the doors, the lights automatically come on.
Oh wow! It wasn't plugged in before.
No,
so
didn't have good batteries either.
I want a night light, and
Yeah.
here you go. You close it
When you close it, got a little pin switch up there above, and it shuts it off.
right there.
Right there. Mm-hmm. Cool, huh?
Very
I
cool.
like this thing. Everybody goes, man, you're gonna have to work on this thing. I said, yeah, I know, but you know, somebody likes it. I
liked it.
Yeah. You know, I could live in this thing.
She is.
I'm going to.
Yeah, except with the exception of the short ceiling here, but you know,
Right
you
there,
get
but
used
that's
to
just that one little spot. You
Yeah.
see? You're taller than me too. I'm 5'10". Probably not.
pulled all the TVs out, the booster and stuff for the TVs here. You just have to get, if you're going to be in a park or something like that, is that where it's going? Yeah, just hook yourself up to cable and you should be good.
Okay.
I'll show you where that is outside. It's not a big deal. The monitor panel and stuff is down there in that one little cupboard right there. And I didn't think I was reading yesterday, but it was...
Oh, I need to get a handle.
For this one down here, I didn't think the monitor... Well, when I filled up the tanks, because I always fill them to make sure they register correctly and stuff before I dump them, make sure everything's copacetic. The bathroom, we put the fan blade back up in the thing. It's got vent mates on it, so you can leave it open, which is good. I put new light lenses in this. That was the one that had the water in it, which it doesn't have water in it now. Fan, lights, and you can turn on the water pump from up here too. So if you come up to the bathroom, have to use the bathroom, go, I forgot to turn the water pump on. But you guys will be in that campground anyway, so you'd be hooked to a hose, so it shouldn't be a moot point. But yeah, they set them up pretty good, so you know most people forget, like I do. My memory's about done. And if you come up here to use the bathroom's got new toilet valve and stuff in it. All this stuff in the bottom is brand new. Because the gate valve wasn't holding water. And I like everything to hold water. And the way you use that, well, you're familiar. You fill it up to where you're going to use it at. Use it, then flush it down. Mm-hmm. I like it. See, somebody's actually done this before.
Yep. And
I put a new hose, new shower head.
Wow, I noticed. Because that other one was...
The other one was like, I turned it on, it was like three little things come up. Years ago. Well, that's going to take a long time to take a shower.
And I've got hair to wash.
And I wrote it up. I didn't think they'd do it. I wrote it up, and they said, yeah, new hose, new shower head. I said, right on. Soap dispensers and stuff in here. I think you usually just push this thing, this thing pops out, and you fill each one individually. One soap, conditioner, shampoo. And then you can just pump it out to the bottom, comes out to the bottom.
Yeah, nice, no bottles and everything everywhere.
Yeah, they cleaned everything out. They had old soap and stuff in. They cleaned them, hosed them out, made them work again real good. Yeah, I like it. Of course, there's not GFI here in the bathroom, so if you're using a hairdryer or curling iron or something like that, and you drop it in the water, it's going to kick this before it electrocutes you. Little plug for the sink right here.
Yep.
I tried to get him to bite on this, but it was cosmetic. They wouldn't let me do it.
No, that's really cosmetic.
I like this old trailer. People just don't, and they don't build them like this anymore. I'm here to tell you.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Like I said, it just needs a little TLC. But other than that, it's good to go. I spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah, and that's...
Making her good.
That one spot above there, they cleaned it all really well.
Yeah, we cleaned that out with some Instagon. And then we put a piece of trim across that because it was kind of ate in the corner there. We put new trimming and stuff in there to make it look good again. You know, like I said, like the way I'd like to have it if I was going to be living in it. Johnny hates me. He's my boss. Like, you spend way too much money on this stuff. And it's like, well, you know something? What am I going to tell them when they come and it's like that? What do I say to them? You guys didn't want to replace it? I'll just send them to you. No, go ahead and do it. That's kind of what I thought. Because nobody wants to talk to anybody anymore, I don't think. You know? Well, no, because people get upset. Panel's right here. Oh, this is water heater's right here. You just flip that on. It took right off. Boom. Yeah, fire it off. Slide room switch. This slide room is incredibly slow. It's like a slug, but that's better because the faster they go, the more problems they have. So you just got to kind of be patient with it. It'll go out, come in and go out, but it's real slow. And you can hear that heater run right now. So it was that quick. Now on the test, you just kind of hold this up like this. You barely see the lights in there, and there's nothing I could replace this with. So you're just going to kind of, it was better when it had all the lights off. So you can see the fresh tank is about 2/3 full, and the holding tank's just got a little bit in. I'll take it back and dump it before the guy takes it to you. There's a pump switch here.
Can you put a little water in there?
Yeah, there's 2/3 of a tank of fresh water.
I want to put a little bit of chemical in the holding.
Oh, sure. Do you have chemical now, or do you want me to grab some? I got some on my toolbox.
Yeah.
I'll take it back, dump it, and I'll put the chemical in the toilet and flush it down so it'll be ready for use when you guys get it over there.
And it'll be all rinsed out, because I'm sure if it's been sitting there, might be some stuff in there.
Well, I dumped it yesterday out to the side here and stuff, and I put some in it yesterday, and the girls were in there cleaning, so, you know, they use the water and stuff in here too. And to check the gray tanks, so there's more little water, no water in that one. I'll take it back and dump it. I just wish there was something I could do with this, but there's not really a replacement for that thing, because it's 20 years old.
Yeah.
But, you know, the test, it shows the batteries. This is the batteries over here. Comes up, shows okay on the batteries. And some lady wrote all this stuff down, what to do before they took off traveling. So, nice. But yeah, I'll dump the tanks and rinse them out and put some chemical in there for you. Because like I said, I got the stuff. I pull out some of the other stuff and we'll put it in there.
I'm trying to make a picture of that too. Oh, man.
Yeah, slide room control switch.
Yeah.